Aloha kako. Hello all. It's time for another Aloha Friday. And today we're going to go over the hand motions and possibly the feet. We're going to see how it goes for the Christmas luau song that I showed you last week. So we're just going to jump right in. 'Twas the night before Christmas, so we're not going to do anything with our feet. We're just focusing on what our arms and hands are going to do. So I'm going to step back a little. You're going to do a slow, this is to a hella, but we're not doing that right now. You're going to do a slow count of 'twas the night before Christmas, and then hale, you're going to come to a point, because hale means, remember from last week? Hale means home or house. So we're in our house, basically. So it was the night before Christmas and all through the hale. And then we're singing and dancing, just like what we do when we're doing the kaholo. So we're singing and dancing and ho'o male male. It's like you're brushing your shoulder. So ho'o male male, again from last week, it's like compliments or nice talk. So we're accepting it, but we're kind of, it's like flattery. So we're accepting it and kind of brushing it off a little bit. So 'twas the night before Christmas and all through the hale. We're singing and dancing. So it's one fluid motion, singing and dancing. So we're not going to spend too much time singing or too much time dancing. So singing and dancing and ho'o male male, which is just, you're going to like scoop your shoulder and brush it off. So you're kind of like I know, but in a nice, pretty classy way. And then we're going to say Papa in his malo, Papa in his malo, which is a traditional loincloth. So we're going to show down here. And Mama in her mu'u mu'u. So again, a mu'u mu'u is actually a very elaborate dress in Hawaiian culture. So you're going to come up here and basically come all the way down the body. So and his malo is here and mu'u mu'u is here. So 'twas the night before Christmas and all through the hale. We're singing and dancing and ho'o male male. Papa in his malo and Mama in her mu'u mu'u. Greetings, paheo paheo, mahalo. So we're saying, like greetings, like hello all, how's it? It's good to see you. Welcome to the party. So we're going to say greetings to everyone. And then paheo mahalo is just thank you, thank you for your greeting. So that's our little, you don't have to bow. You can just bring it down. And then we go right into Sister Gather Flowers for Lei. So for gathering flowers, we're going to pick the flowers. They always kind of look like this, like little buds. Like if the flowers were still little buds. So Sister Gathered Flowers for a lei, and a lei is a garland that goes around our neck. And then Brother Watch the Emu. So from our eyes, not our ears, we're not listening, we're watching. So Brother Watch the Emu, and we're going to do it twice. One side to the other all of the day. And the emu again is the underground oven that we use to make kulua pig or for any major pig roast. So from the beginning, 'twas the night before Christmas and all through the hale. We're singing and dancing and ho'o male male. Papa in his malo, Mama in her mu'u mu'u. And then greetings paheo, paheo mahalo. Sister gathered flowers for a lei. Brother watched the emu all of the day. And then remember, we don't hold our hips like this. Always little fists. Soon the music boys began to play. And so that you're going to pretend you're playing an ukulele or a guitar, whichever you'd prefer. So soon the music boys began to play melodies, so or melees old and new. So melees is songs, or if it helps you to think of melodies, that's how I remembered it as a child. So melees old and new. So we're singing our songs, and then Hawaiine is always usually land, or anything is always this. So so it's mele old and new of Hawaiine. And then our table was loaded with plenty of cow, which is food. And then we're going to point to the different foods. So opihi and salmon So our table was loaded with plenty of cow, opihi and salmon, and steaming hot laulaus. And laulaus are these delicious foods wrapped in luau leaves. So point to our food, and then we watched the steaming hot laulaus, and then we ate. So we're gonna eat. We ate and talk story until we were pow. So pow means done. So that's what we're done. It was really maikahi at a Christmas luau. So maikahi means good. So that's really it. That's the whole thing. There's one kaholo or vamp in between, and then you just do it again. So you're only going to do that whole thing twice, and then you're going to end at the very end. They repeat, it was really maikahi at a Christmas. You're just going to do the shaka sign for like a while. It was really maikahi at a Christmas luau, and then it was really maikahi at a Christmas luau, and you're just going to come step back, arms around, and that's your ending. So short and sweet, and you'll get there. And so from the beginning, we're just going to go, and next week we'll bring it all together so that you can get the finished hula with the music. But for now, we're just going to go through the hand motions. So it was, I'm going to back up a little bit so maybe you can see a little bit better. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the holiday, we're singing and dancing, and ho'o male male, Papa in his malo, Mama in her mu'u mu'u. Greetings, paheo, paheo, mahalo. Sister gathered flowers for a lay. Brother watched the emu all of the day. Soon the music boys began to play. Mele's old and new of Hawaii. The tables were loaded with plenty of cow, opihi and salmon, and steaming hot laulaus. We ate and talked story until we were pow. It was really maikahi at a Christmas luau. That's really it. I swear, that's pretty much it. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the holiday, make sure you're making your house. We were singing and dancing, and ho'o male male, Papa in his malo, Mama in her mu'u mu'u. Greetings, paheo, paheo, mahalo. Sister gathered flowers for a lay. Brother watched the emu all of the day. Soon the music boys began to play. Mele's old and new of Hawaii. The tables were loaded with plenty of cow, opihi and salmon, and steaming hot laulau. We ate and talked story until we were pow. It was really maikahi at a Christmas luau. That's really it for the hands. We'll go over it does move really, really quickly. And the only things, besides the traditional kaholo, the 1, 2, 3 tap, 1, 2, 3 tap that I know I drill into you. Besides that, the only one is you're going to start in a hela. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 count. It was the night before Christmas and all through the holiday. We're singing and dancing. And then this is an ummi. And ho'o male male, and I think you just do 2, really. And then everything else is kaholo. Papa and his mama and her mu'u. Greetings, paheo, paheo, mahalo. Sister gathered flowers for a lay. Brother watched the emu all of the day. Soon the music boys began to play. Melodies old and new of Hawaii. The table. When we get to the table, we are going to do a ka'u. So a ka'u is the one where you lift up your heel. You don't lift up your body. You lift up your heel and slide your hips from one side to the other. So the tables were loaded, plenty of cow, opihi and salmon, and steaming hot laulau, and then right back to the kaholo. We ate and talked story until we were pow. It was really maikahi at a Christmas luau. And that's it. It's really just a kaholo, some helas, an ummi, and a ka'us. And we will tie it all together next week, which will be our last one before our winter break. So we will tie it all together, and you will have a finished hula for Christmas luau, which is short and sweet. And then you can do it on Zoom with your family over the break. Thank you for joining me this year with Aloha Friday. I've really enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. So we will finish up next week, get all the kinks worked out, and you will have your Christmas luau hula. And thank you so much for joining me. And if you have any questions, feel free to message or email me. I will happily break it down further. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and aloha.